Hi guys, welcome to Amy's Cooking. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and thank you so much for joining me for another delicious and refreshing recipe. Today I will be sharing with you how to make a Thai-inspired Vietnamese fruit cocktail. It's well known by the name Jet Thai. It's a dessert that's filled with all sorts of delicious tropical fruits, jelly, and yummy coconut cream. It's typically served cold. For me, the colder the tastier it seems, and I love having this dessert on a hot sunny day. And because it's such an easy recipe to make, it's my go-to for large gatherings and parties, so I hope you like it. And before we start, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and show your support. Okay, so let's talk about the fruit. These are things that you can find at any of the local Asian grocery stores. You can choose any combination of fruit that you like. I prefer this combination that you see here, where I have some rambutan, I have some longans, I have some toddy palm seeds, and jackfruit. All of these are in syrup, so make sure you get the one that says in syrup on the can and not in heavy syrup, because we will be using the juice from these fruits to make the jelly at a later point. I've got some lychee as well as some coconut jelly, which is my favorite. So make sure you get that one. Once they are separated, if you see any large piece that you want to cut smaller because you're giving it to little ones, just go ahead and do that now. And then put this in the refrigerator so that it can chill completely. Moving on to the syrup for our dessert, you're going to need a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. Here I'm using 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water. If you need more, just use this ratio. Bring it to a boil on high heat, and as soon as about 1/3 of the water dissipates, you're done. Set it aside and let it cool. Okay, so now let's start making the coconut sauce. So for the coconut sauce, we're going to need some Savoy coconut cream. To the cream, we're going to add a little bit of sugar as well as a little bit of salt, just to kind of help balance out the sweetness. So when you're cooking the coconut sauce, it only takes a few minutes. We just want to dissolve the sugar and get it to a steaming point, and then that's good. Set it aside and let it cool completely. Now for the tapioca pearls, this is the one that I use. It has 400 grams of tapioca in here, but we're only going to use 200 grams of it. So in a large pot, add 2 liters of water and then pour in half of the bag. When we're cooking the tapioca pearls, the one key thing is to continuously stir the pot. And the reason is because if you don't, it's going to clump together. So boil it on medium-high heat, and what you're looking for is a change in the color of the pearls. When you first start cooking it, it's going to look like a dull white, but if you look here, for after a few minutes, you will start to notice that the colors of the pearls will change to more like a translucent. When you get all of them to look like this, then go ahead and remove it from the stove, and we're going to run it through cold water several times. So you're going to need a strainer with tiny holes like this one, so that it can catch the pearls when you're running it through cold water. And you do have to do that several times. Otherwise, when you let this sit, it's going to start to come together and form a clump. All right, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and divide that tapioca pearl into 2 portions. We're going to need half to color it green, and the other half we're going to color it pink. So this is sort of like a fun dessert to eat. So I usually make this, and there's like kids and stuff that loves this, so they do like a little bit of color. But if you don't prefer, then of course you can just leave this white and it will still taste amazing. So this is the pink. It's just 1 single drop. It doesn't need much at all. So we've got our pink and we've got the green. So at this point, just set those aside, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the jelly. So this is the juice from the can that we had separated earlier. So you want to take that total amount of juice and see how much you can get from it. And then you're going to add water on top of it to equal up a total of 8 cups. Again, the juice plus water should equal 8 cups, okay? That's how much you'll need to make the jelly. So to that 8 cups of water, we're going to add 1 bag of the agar powder. You can locate this at the Asian grocery store as well. So when you're adding the powder to the water, make sure that you're adding it when it's cold and not when it's hot. Otherwise, it's going to start clumping. And we're going to add a little bit of sugar as well and mix up this mixture until the sugars dissolve. We're going to place it on medium-high heat and we're going to boil this. So I want to show you here, as you notice, when the powder has not dissolved yet, when you check it, you will see that there are granules in the water. Okay, so you want to boil it all the way until you no longer see any of those granules. When you bring it to a complete boil like this, just check it, and then if you don't see any, remove it from the heat and then remove as much bubbles as you can from the solution. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more time what it looks like. So a while ago you saw all those granules, all of those powder, and here we're checking it again. As you can see the spoon, there's nothing on it. The water is completely clear and there's all the powders have been dissolved. So that's when you know it's good. If you don't cook it all the way up to this stage, it's going to be very powdery when you bite into the jelly. So before we let the jelly set, we're going to divide it into 2 portions. One, we're going to add some pandan extract to it for a little bit of color and flavor. And the other one, we will add a can of the coconut cream. Same brand, the Savoy brand, that's the one I really like to use. So mix everything up well, and we are going to pour this into a container or a bowl and just let it chill completely. So you want to remove any large bubbles that you see on the surface, and you want to let it cool down some on the counter before you put it in the refrigerator. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I love this dessert when it's super cold, so it's best to make it the day before and then remove it the next day, and all you have to do at that point is just assemble everything together and it'll be ready for that party or that gathering that you're having. So here is the pandan flavor jelly. Now, as far as cutting these up, you can do it in whatever shape and form you like. I'm very simple. I just cut them into half of it cubes, and then the other half I cut into strips. Now I do like to use like a bread knife so that it can give some edges to the cubes and the strips, and it just gives a little bit more dimension to the dessert, and it just looks cool that way. So you're gonna do the same thing to the coconut jelly. Cut them into cubes and cut some into strips, and after that it's all set and all you have to do is assemble. So I really enjoy this dessert because it's pretty quick. As you can see here, I went through a lot of different steps, but really, it doesn't take that long at all. Like the syrup and the coconut cream, all that can be made all at once, and then all you have to do is just do the jelly and you're pretty much done. So as you can see here, everything has already been made the day before. So at this point, all we're going to have to do is just assemble everything together. Now you can make these like into individual portions, so you don't have to mix everything all at once. You can just do like in a cup. And then if you want to serve it like an individual portion and then you want to eat it through the week, or if you're doing it for a large party, then of course you want to go ahead and mix everything in a bowl. Now, the good thing about this dessert is that once you add in the half and half, which is going to be the liquid base for this dessert, and then you add in the syrup and the coconut cream, you will adjust it to whatever taste that you like. You can add as much sugar as you like, or you can add as much coconut sauce as you like. It's really all up to you, and then just top it up with a little bit of ice. Okay guys, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am so I love this, so I hope that you guys will give it a try as well. And as always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. your subscription and when you like the video really does make a huge difference for the vitality of the video. So that's the best way to show your support for the channel. If you're liking what you see and you're using the recipe and you like what you've made, please let me know. Comment below. I love to hear from each and every one of you.